She used to walk every morning, just as the sun started to rise. The air would be cool and soft, and the world felt like it was hers alone. No cars, no noise, just the rhythm of her feet, the birds chirping, and the occasional nosy cat crossing her path like they had a standing appointment. Her name is Helen. She's 74 now, but 10 years ago she was the unofficial mayor of her neighborhood. Every morning, like clockwork, she walked 3 miles with a purpose, not to lose weight, not to train for a marathon, just to feel alive. She'd wave at the paper boy, smile at the same old man who sat on his porch drinking his bitter coffee. And always, always, she'd stop halfway to admire a tree. Not any tree, her tree, the one that turned the most brilliant shade of orange in the fall. She'd say, "I want to be like that tree." Old, but still putting on a show. And then, slowly, the walks started to fade. First, it was winter. Too cold, too icy. Then her right knee started acting up. Arthritis, the doctor said casually, like it was a parking ticket. She was told to rest, ice it, take pills, and so she did. Spring came, but Helen didn't. Her walking shoes gathered dust. The old man on the porch noticed. So did the paper boy. So did the tree. She told herself she'd get back to it. Once her knee felt better. Once she lost a little weight. Once the new garden path was cleared. But somehow, days turned into weeks. And weeks turned into something heavier. The space between her and the world grew small. One day, she caught herself watching the mailman from the window. She noticed how easily he moved, how quickly, how confidently. And that's when the thought struck her, sharp and quiet, like a whisper she didn't want to hear. I can't move like that anymore. It wasn't true, but it felt true. And feelings are heavy things, sometimes heavier than age, heavier than time, heavier than arthritis. Meanwhile, across town, 69-year-old Carla, glamorous, loud-laughing Carla, found herself struggling to stand up from her favorite velvet armchair. It had always been deep and delicious, she called it. But now? It felt like a plush trap. She'd grunt, rock back and forth, and finally push herself up with both hands and a prayer. "Oh Lord, what happened?" she'd mutter, more amused than sad. She had always been strong, sturdy, like her grandma used to say. But lately her ankles felt stiff, her hips creaky. She blamed the weather, then the carpet, then Mercury in retrograde. But deep down she knew. She was slowing down. And not in the elegant, wise woman on a mountain kind of way. This was the frustrating kind. The kind that made her want to throw a pillow at the TV every time it told her to get 10,000 steps a day. Like it was some magical number that would unlock youth. Carla didn't want to run marathons. She just wanted to walk through the grocery store without leaning on the cart like it was a walker in disguise. She wanted to dance in her kitchen again, to pick up her grandbaby without pulling a muscle, to walk to the mailbox in heels and not feel like she needed a life alert button. But movement started to feel like a chore, something to plan for, to recover from. And slowly, imperceptibly, she began to sit more, watch more, move less. She told herself it was just a season, but somewhere in her gut she felt it. If I stop now, I might not start again. Then there's Joy. 81, silver hair pulled back tight like a ballerina, sharp-witted as ever. Joy never stopped moving. Not really. But she had become careful. And that caution, over time, had turned into hesitation. Then hesitation into avoidance. She used to love gardening. Now she was afraid of bending too far and not being able to get back up. Not because she couldn't, but because the fear of falling had settled into her bones like winter frost. She didn't talk about it. Women like Joy didn't complain. But one day her daughter caught her doing a strange little dance with a jar of pickles. Not the fun kind. She'd dropped the jar, Not far, just onto the carpet, and stood staring at it, frozen. "I don't think I can reach that," she said. Her daughter blinked. "You mean physically?" Joy nodded. "And maybe otherwise?" That moment haunted them both. So what do these three women have in common? Not just their age, not just their aches and pains, not even the fact that they all once danced to Aretha Franklin with reckless joy. What they have in common is that they used to move more, and now they don't. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't care, but because, for reasons that crept in quietly, knees, hips, fatigue, fear, the act of walking, moving, living fully in their bodies started to feel like something for other people. Younger people, fitter people, less tired people. And yet, and this is the important part, deep down, each of them misses it. They miss the way movement made them feel. Not just stronger, alive. That spark when you swing your arms and feel your heart thud with purpose. That tiny rebellion in every step. I'm still here. I'm still moving. I'm still me. The truth is, walking less doesn't mean living less. It doesn't mean you've failed, or slowed down beyond repair, or need to resign yourself to a recliner for the rest of your glorious years. What it does mean is that it's time to rediscover how to move in a way that fits you now. Not how you used to move, not how anyone else says you should move, but how you can move, freely, joyfully, safely. Because here's the secret. Movement isn't just about muscles or bones. It's about possibility. And that is where our story turns. Because if you, like Helen or Carla or Joy, find yourself walking less these days, maybe because of age or pain or just life getting heavy, there are things you can do instead. Simple things, unexpected things, beautiful, hilarious, even glamorous things that will bring the joy of movement back into your life without a gym, without pressure, and without pretending to be 30 again. You don't need to rewind the clock. You just need to restart the rhythm. Ready to find out how? Let's begin. So, you're walking less. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. Maybe the only time you walk is to the fridge and back, twice if there's leftover cake. Good. You're human. And if your body has hit the brakes a little, let's not force it into a marathon. Let's meet it where it is, and still give it the movement it secretly craves. Here are 5 surprisingly powerful, delightfully doable things you can do instead of walking that still support your body, your style, and your spirit. Let's start with something that might sound ridiculous, but stay with me. 1. Dance in the kitchen. Seriously, wiggle it just a little bit. Not a full tango, not the electric slide at a wedding. Just wiggle, sway. 2 steps to the side while you wait for the kettle. A little hip bump while flipping pancakes. And yes, even a dramatic spin if no one's watching, or especially if someone is. Movement doesn't always have to come from structure. It can come from music. And there's something magical about music you love from your teenage years. Play Diana Ross, or the Bee Gees, or that one song you used to blast while getting ready for a night out in 1976 with a cloud of hairspray and dreams. Start with 1 song a day, while cooking, cleaning, folding laundry, or standing still, doing absolutely nothing. Let the beat pull your body back to life. Dancing is sneaky exercise. It doesn't ask permission. It just wakes up the parts of you that forgot they could move. Bonus, you get better posture, more balance, and a sudden reminder that you still got it. And if your neighbor sees you through the window, let them watch. Maybe they'll learn something. 2. Chair aerobics, the throne workout. You never knew you needed okay. Take a seat, literally. This one's for every woman who's ever thought, Well, I'm already sitting here. Chair aerobics are genius because they let you move without battling gravity. You stay supported, grounded, and still get your heart rate up. Start simple. March your legs while sitting. Lift one arm, then the other. Twist gently, side to side. Raise both arms overhead like you're greeting an old friend from across the street. If you're fancy, grab 2 soup cans for light weights. Or use a pair of earrings that are so heavy you regret wearing them. Hey, they're already lifting your earlobes. And here's the twist. You don't need workout clothes. You don't need a mat. You don't even need shoes. You can do this in your robe, with coffee, while watching reruns of The Golden Girls. And trust me, 10 minutes a day adds up. Your core gets stronger. Your arms tone up. Your joints thank you. And your confidence? Oh, honey, it rises with your arms. You're not exercising, you're holding court. 3. Dress for movement without sacrificing style. Now let's talk fashion, because sometimes the reason we stop moving is because our clothes just aren't cooperating. You ever wear pants so stiff you walk like a Lego figure? Or a bra so constricting you need a nap after putting it on? Here's your new rule. If it doesn't move with you, it doesn't belong on your body. Let's build a wardrobe that's elegant, comfortable, and movement-friendly. Think breathable fabrics, stretchy waistbands, soft, flowy tops that don't bind your shoulders when you reach for the top shelf. But don't confuse comfortable with boring. A pair of black leggings? Pair them with a long tunic, a dramatic necklace, and a red lip. Suddenly, you're not just comfy, you're chic. Supportive sneakers? Make them your signature style. Add a scarf, a statement bag, or those sunglasses that say, "Yes, I am famous." No, I won't sign an autograph while buying milk. Style and movement don't have to compete. You can look fabulous and feel fantastic. Think of it this way. Your clothes should say, "We're going places," even if that place is just the living room. 4. Micro movements, your new superpower. If walking less has become your reality, then tiny movements become your secret weapon. I call them snackable moves, because you don't need a full meal of exercise, just bites. Waiting for the microwave? Do heel lifts? Watching TV? March in place during commercials. Getting up from the couch? Do it twice. Boom, squats. You're an athlete. It's not about reps or calories. It's about activation. Telling your muscles, "Hey, don't fall asleep on me." You can build strength in 30-second bursts. You can stay limber with a stretch here, a shoulder roll there. It's not about doing more. It's about doing often. And the best part? No one needs to know. You're just that mysterious woman who always looks good and moves like she's got secrets. And the secret is, you've got glutes of steel from brushing your teeth on one leg. 5. The 3-touch rule that keeps you nimble and gets things done. Ready for a little trick I call the 3-touch rule? Every time you pick something up, a sock, a purse, a cereal box, don't just grab and go. Use it as a chance to move mindfully. Touch 1, you lift it. Touch 2, you move it. Touch 3, you place it with intention. Why? Because it turns an everyday motion into a mini full-body movement. You're engaging your core, your balance, your grip. You're bending, reaching, and building mobility in a way that doesn't feel like exercise. It just feels like living. Plus, it slows you down just enough to protect your body from sudden jerky moves that lead to injury. Over time, this one little habit helps you move with more grace, more strength, and more awareness. You stop flopping into chairs and start gliding. You don't just pick up your groceries. You handle them like a woman with purpose. Because you are. Now listen. None of this is about pretending to be 30 again. You've already been 30. You dominated 30. You had the hair, the heels, and probably the hot flashes to prove it. This chapter? It's not about going backward. It's about moving forward. On your terms, with your rhythm, in your own gorgeous way. Walking less doesn't mean you've lost anything. In fact, it means you've gained an opportunity to explore new ways to stay strong, stay stylish, and stay connected to your beautiful, capable body. And just like Helen, just like Carla, just like Joy, you're still in motion. You're still writing your story. And, sister, the next chapter? Oh, it's going to be fabulous. So here's what I want you to remember. It's not about walking 5 miles a day. It's not about yoga poses that look like advanced origami. And it's definitely not about becoming someone you used to be. It's about honoring who you are right now. It's about saying, yes, I'm walking less, but I'm still moving. I'm still vibrant, still curious, still bold. I am not winding down. I'm leveling up. And if that means dancing in the kitchen with a wooden spoon, doing elegant chair aerobics in leopard print pajamas, or bending with flair to pick up a rogue sock using the 3-touch rule, then guess what? You're not just aging. You're glowing. So now it's your turn. Which of these 5 movements are you going to try first? Tell me in the comments, because I read every single one and I love hearing your stories. And hey, if this video gave you a little nudge, a little laugh, or even a little reminder of what's possible, tap that like button, like it's the snooze button on a Monday morning. Make sure you subscribe to Golden Age Tips so you never miss a single idea, story, or style secret to help you live beautifully after 50 and beyond. And if you're ready for more movement-friendly tips, check out this video right here, Gesture or Motion Toward Screen, where we break down easy daily habits that keep your joints happy, your posture powerful, and your spirit unshakable. Your golden years aren't behind you. They're in motion. So go on, Queen. Take the next step, whatever it looks like, and do it like you own the place.